PMDG finally releases the Boeing 737 on the marketplace. However, this time of the release doesn't include a console version. We've got you covered with all that information, including this week's big news, so let's jump into the video. Before we jump into this week's video, in these videos we try to bring you all the flight sim news in one place. So if that sounds right up your taxiway, please click that subscribe button. 70% of people that watch the Oz Flight Simmer channel are not subscribed yet. By hitting that subscribe button, it really helps support me and keeps the channel growing and growing. Thank you very much for your support. Pre-flighting this week's previews and announcements, and kicking off with India Fox Echo and Heatblur simulations. They have announced this week they are bringing the Heatblur F-14 Tomcat to Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is one of the best aircraft in DCS and is now being developed for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The Heatblur F-14 is a high fidelity simulation that pushes the boundary of the development in the DCS platform. The team have been seeking help from India Fox Echo to bring as much as possible of the stunning DCS experience of the F-14 to the new sim. Unfortunately, the Tomcat won't come with the fight capability as we do see in DCS. That remains in DCS experience, however the team is focusing strong on core flying experience. The goal is to recreate the F-14 in a stunning level of visual details and flying to real-world performances and advanced avionics, navigation systems and in-depth simulation features. The project seems to be well in development and the team are expecting to have the Tomcat released later on this year. In some more news for the week, this time it is Bluebird Simulations. This is the team behind the Boeing 757. The team have been very active on their Facebook and YouTube so far with weekly updates. This week the team showcased a video simulating the checklist feature within the sim and working with the cockpit of the 757. The team also mentioned on their Facebook page this week that they are planning on developing the 757 freighter variant. This will be a separate paid expansion pack which will release sometime after the 757 passenger version is released. The team will update us with more information about the freighter once the PAX version has launched. As always, we will keep you posted on any more development news when it comes to Bluebird simulations. Orbx this week have announced Launceston Airport. Launceston is a medium-sized airport that is located 9 miles from the city of Launceston in Tasmania, Australia. Being the second busiest airport in Tasmania, it serves a handful of different airlines such as Jetstar, QantasLink, Sharp Airlines and Virgin Australia. The expected features are PBR textures created from 100 of recent airside photos. Airside buildings and hangars are faithfully created to a high detail. Flying doctors hangars are being modelled, and Orbx always announce their airports just before they release, so I would expect it to release very soon, or by the time you watch this video it may already be released. A big thank you to Proset Sims for sponsoring this YouTube video. Their products enhance your current flight simulator hardware by turning your flight controls into something closer to the real thing. The team makes different add-ons for flight controls such as Honeycomb, SciTech and Velocity over a variety of different aircraft, including Boeing, BAE, Cessna Citation, VisionJet, TBM, just to mention a few. The current add-on I'm using at the moment is the Proset Sims new dual action Boeing 737 add-on for the Honeycomb Bravo, which features a detent flap and speed brakes. This really improves the immersion and realism of my flights. For Oz Flight Simmer viewers, you can use this code AUSFS on checkout for a 15% discount on all Proset Simmer products. I'll leave a link in the description of where you can check out their page, and a big thank you to our friends over at Proset Sims for sponsoring this video. Taxiing over to this week's release news, and AM Sims and BM World this week released their latest airport, which is Memphis International Airport. Memphis is in Tennessee and is one of the busiest cargo airports in the world. FedEx dominates here. This airport is one of their main hubs and sees a large amount of FedEx operations. More than 4.5 million tons of cargo flights are out of here each year. Memphis also operates passengers and sees around 4 million passengers a year, and if that wasn't enough, the airport sees military operations as well. The 164 Airlift Wing is here as well that operates C-117 Globemaster aircraft. Features include animated jetways, custom ground markings, high resolution custom textures, fully model surrounding buildings, detailed terminal interiors, and fully compatible with SSTL traffic. You can pick up your copy of Memphis International Airport through the Orbx Direct store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Swiss Milsim have released their latest aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is the de Havilland Venom DH112 Mark IV. The Venom first flew in September the 2nd, 1948, and was used mainly as a true ground combat aircraft from 1954 to 1968. Some were modified later to use as a reconnaissance aircraft for their later lifespan, but they did retire in the early 80s. Features include built native to the simulator, pre-stalling buffering, WindFlex, high detail PBR textures used throughout, a compression effect. Flight model has been tested by former Venom pilots, and you can pick up your copy of Swiss Milsim's Venom directly from the Sim Marketplace store. Again, links in the description below. Airworthy Designs this week releases one of their latest airports, and it's considered as one of the most dangerous airports in the world, which is Bartholomew Airport. This airport has a 646-meter long runway and caters for many charter aircraft, including Dash 8s, PC-12s, and Cessna 208s. It's a hub for trade winds, aviation, and receives traffic from the West Indies helicopter and wing air. Features include a whole island is model, correct mesh modeling, a full terminal modeling, night lighting, dynamic flag animations, correct apron layouts and markings for the 2022 layout, and you can pick up your copy of this airport from Airworthy Designs over at the Sim Market store. I'll leave a link in the description below. And in another airport release for the week, this one goes to Burning Blue Designs. Have they released two airports? One is Katama, if I said that correctly, and Trade Winds Airport. Both airports are located on Martha's Vineyard Island, and the Katama Airport is located on the southern coast of the island and is made up of selections of grass runways. The airport serves both local and private traffic. The next airport, Trade Winds, is a freeway airport, and it's located on Martha's Vineyards Island as well, which is cool, so you can fly between both. Trade Winds is a smaller airport, but it's nice, a little addition from the team to the area, and it's absolutely free. If you want to pick it up, you can jump over to the website, make an account, and download it. You can get both copies from Burning Blue Designs. As I mentioned before, I'll leave a link in the description below. Lining up on the runway for this week's Sim Update news, another beta update has been issued this week for the AAU1, aka the Aircraft Avionics update. This brings the version to 1.30.12.0, and it seems to be only a small update addressing crashes to desktops across the platform, and also a bunch of nav data issues that have been updated and been addressed. From the looks of it, the AAU1 seems to be pretty stable now, and we should expect to see a release before the end of the month. No new development roadmap updates for the year so far. However, the first development update Q&A will be on February the 1st. This Q&A will focus on missions, localization, points of interest, airports, and World Update 12. Hopefully we'll receive some more insight on what developments we are expecting to see in the near future when it comes to 2023 from the Microsoft Flight Simulator team. This week on the marketplace, we've seen some very interesting releases. 23 new products to hit the marketplace, 13 of these available on PC and 10 of these available on Xbox. PMDG finally releases the 737-700 on the marketplace. Unfortunately for now, it's only available on PC. This was sort of done on the lowdown. We didn't really see too much information, but did appear in the blog update. I've jumped in the simulator and yes, it's there. Hopefully we won't have to wait too long before we see the console release, and this is just a step forward for making that happen. Other interesting releases this week is the Fly Inside Bell 206, the Red Wing Scolia, I think I've mispronounced that one, the MS Sceneries Swizzer 3000 helicopter. This one is available for both Xbox and PC. The others I've mentioned were only available for PC only. Other releases for the week are a bunch of liveries, night lighting, and airport packs. If you got this far in the video, thank you very much for your support, and please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done it already. As I mentioned before, 70% of people that watch the Oz Flight Simulator channel are not subscribed yet. This really helps the channel grow and really supports myself. So thank you very much for that support, and stick around for another video here, and I will see you over there.